Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of WooCommerce Shopify connector. Now with the help of this plugin you can integrate your WooCommerce store with the Shopify store and then synchronize products, categories and orders between platforms. With the help of this plugin the merchants can import and export simple and variable products. Price rules can also be created for the Shopify products for the imported and exported products. Apart from that, the store admin can connect multiple Shopify accounts to exchange and synchronize the data between Shopify and WooCommerce. Kindly note that the WooCommerce Shopify connector is compatible with the multi-site feature as well. So in today's video tutorial, what we'll be doing is we'll be checking out the backend configuration settings, wherein we'll be seeing how the store admin would be able to add multiple Shopify accounts. So we'll take an example of one Shopify account there and we'll see how we'll be able to add that particular Shopify account, and then the different options that we get under that particular Shopify account after we have saved that particular account there, how we can basically synchronize the products, categories and orders between the platforms with the help of the plugin functionality there. But before I proceed further with this particular video tutorial today, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So let's hop on to the admin backend panel first and let's see the workflow there. So here I am at the WooCommerce backend right now. So what I'll be doing is I'll be logging into the admin backend panel by entering the email and the password and tapping on the login button thereafter. After we have successfully logged in and we have successfully installed the WooCommerce Shopify connector within our WooCommerce store, then we'll find this option here, that's the WooCommerce Shopify connector, having two different options. One is the Shopify account connect, where we can add our Shopify accounts, and the price rule section where we can create the price rules for our Shopify products there. So let's hop on to the very first option that we have, that's the Shopify account connect. So under the Shopify account connect, we will find the complete listing of different Shopify accounts that we have connected with the WooCommerce store, and they'll be listed here with the ID, store name, Shopify user ID and an actions column where we have the option to manage the particular account as per the requirement there. So to add a Shopify account, you will have to tap on the add account button that's next to the Shopify account connect label here on the top end. So if I tap here on the add account button, we will be redirected to the new Shopify account section, wherein we have to fill in the details of the Shopify store there that we are going to basically synchronize or add to the WooCommerce store there. So what we need to do is we need to fill in the required details first, and then we need to tap on the save account button thereafter. So here we have to set the store name. So here you'll have to set the unique store name for your account. Then you have to add the token. Now to get the token, I've already created one video for the same, for a better understanding of how to get the token from your Shopify account there. So you have to log into your Shopify store there and then go to apps. There you have to create a new app, and then rest of the procedure is being described in the video that I've attached within the description of this particular video as well. So you can go through that as well, or you can also check the user guide that I've attached within the description of this particular video for a better understanding of how to get the token from your Shopify store that needs to be entered here within this particular section. Then you have to enter the domain name. So here you have to enter the Shopify store domain name without the https://. So after you have entered the store name, the token, the domain name, what you need to do is you need to tap here on the save button to save the particular new Shopify account that you're going to integrate within the WooCommerce store there. After you have tapped on the save button, you will be redirected back to the listing of the Shopify account connect section, where you can find your particular store that you have added with the store name, the Shopify user ID, and you will find on manage account button to manage the particular account. So to manage the account, what you need to do is now you can tap here on the manage account button. Also kindly note that you can add multiple Shopify accounts as per your own requirement here. Right now for this example, we have only added one Shopify account to the WooCommerce store there. So to manage the Shopify account, what you need to do is you need to tap here on the manage account button on the right hand side under the actions column. So if I tap here on the manage account button, you'll see we have different tabs here. For example, we have the account details where we have the store name, token, the domain name of the Shopify store without the https://. Then we have the general configuration. Under the general configuration, we have the general settings. We have the export order settings. We have the Shopify auto syncing settings. Then we have the map categories, wherein you'll be able to import the categories from the Shopify store into the WooCommerce store, and then you can map the WooCommerce store category with the Shopify categories as per your own requirement by tapping on the map category button. Then we have the import product section. Here you'll be able to import the products from the Shopify store into your WooCommerce store, and after you have imported the products, you will be able to create the imported products by tapping on the create imported products button. Then we have import order. Now here you'll be able to import the orders from the Shopify store into your WooCommerce store by tapping on the import order button, and you can create those imported orders by tapping on the create imported orders button. Then we have the export product section, wherein you will be able to see the complete listing of the products within the WooCommerce store, and from here you can select any of the products that you want to export from the WooCommerce into your Shopify store, and then you can tap on the export and tap on the apply button to export the products to the Shopify store. Lastly, we have the export order. Now if a particular order is being placed at the WooCommerce store, you can basically export that particular order to the Shopify store, but kindly note that the particular product for which the order has been placed, that particular product should be available within the WooCommerce store as well as within the Shopify store there itself. Only then would that particular order be visible under this particular section, and then you can export the particular order by tapping on the export button here under the actions column. Now let's go through a small brief overview of the general configuration, the different configuration settings that we have under the general configuration settings for the particular account there. So under the general settings, the very first option that we have is the default category. So here you can select any of the categories as the default category, and the admin can select the default category where the products get imported. Then we have products to import. The admin can decide which products to import, either all products or only mapped category products as per the requirement there. Then we have product description with HTML. Here the admin can import the product description with the HTML by choosing a yes, otherwise he can select it as a no. Then we have price rules applicable for. So the admin can apply the price rules that he has created for the imported products or for the exported products to Shopify. Then we have import orders as. Here the admin can select the order status accordingly as per the requirement there. So import order status can be set as per the requirement from the drop down options that are available here. The same goes for the import products as, whether the imported products would be set as draft, in pending review or published. Then we have products to import having Shopify status. Here you can choose the products to import having Shopify status as active, archived or draft as per the requirement there. Then you can choose the imported image size. Here basically the admin can select the image size for the imported images from Shopify. In this way the images gets imported to WooCommerce in the selected size by the admin. So after the general settings that we have here, then we have the export order settings. Here the very first option that we have is the export order shipping. Here the admin can select to export the orders with or without the shipping cost. So you can choose include shipping cost or exclude shipping cost. Then we have export order text. By using this option here, the admin can export the orders by including or excluding the text cost as per the requirement. Then we have export order discount. Here the admin can select to export the orders by including or excluding the discounts on it as per the requirement there. Lastly, we have the Shopify auto syncing settings. So here we have the product auto sync settings, where we can choose between WooCommerce from Shopify or from Shopify from WooCommerce option for the product auto sync. So by using this, the admin can choose to disable basically disable or can choose WooCommerce from Shopify or Shopify from WooCommerce for the products as per the particular drop down options here. By this, the admin can import the products from WooCommerce to Shopify and from Shopify to WooCommerce. Then we have Shopify export order. So here the admin can export the Shopify orders by selecting real-time or manual option as per the requirement there. And to manage the product sync like product update and product delete, the admin will have to configure the webhooks on their Shopify account. To know more about the same, you can check the user guide that I have attached within the description of this particular video for more understanding on how to set up the Shopify export order settings here, if you are choosing it as real-time or manual that. And then you need to tap here on the save button to save the configuration settings for the general configuration. Then coming to the map categories section, here you will be able to import the categories from the Shopify store into your WooCommerce store, and then you'll be able to select your particular WooCommerce category and select the particular Shopify category, and then you can map that particular category as per your own requirement. Apart from that, here you can see the complete listing of mapped categories that you have already mapped, like with the store category name, Shopify category ID, Shopify category name, publishing date at Shopify, publish scope at Shopify. To import the categories, you need to tap here on the import category button, and this would start importing the categories as per the requirement there. So you can see that the categories are being imported from the Shopify store into your WooCommerce store, and you can see that 4 categories have been imported. So then what you can do is you can, for example, you can choose accessories as the WooCommerce category, and then you can choose the, for example, summer collection as the Shopify category, and you can map these categories by tapping here on the map category button. And you can see that the categories have been mapped successfully. So the store category 20 or the store category name accessories is being mapped with the Shopify category ID, this Shopify category name, that's the summer collection. So accessories has been mapped with the summer collection there. The publishing date at Shopify was this, and the publishing scope at Shopify was web. So that was the map category section. Then we have import products. So under this particular section, you will be able to import the products from the Shopify store into your WooCommerce store by tapping on the import products button. After you imported the products, what you need to do is you need to tap here on the create imported products to create those products in your WooCommerce store that you have imported from the Shopify store into your WooCommerce store. Apart from that, for the imported products, you can edit them up or you can update them up by tapping on the update option that you can see here. If I tap on the update button, that particular product would be automatically updated. To import the products, you need to tap here on the import product button, and this would start importing the products from the Shopify store into your WooCommerce store. And after that, this process has completed. You can see 100 products have been imported. Then what you need to do is you need to tap here on the create imported products to create those products that you have imported from the Shopify store into your WooCommerce store, and those products would be created within the WooCommerce store then itself. Coming to the import orders, here you can import the orders from the Shopify store into your WooCommerce store as per the requirement there, and then you can create those imported orders by tapping on the create imported orders, right? So to give you an example, in the last tab here, to create the imported products, you can tap here on the create products, and you can see that the product creation would start. This would basically take some time there, so you'll have to wait for the product creation in the WooCommerce store for the products that you have imported from the Shopify store. Those products are being created right now, as you can see on your screens. So this process will take some time there, so you'll have to wait until the creation of the products there within your WooCommerce store. And here you can also see the data that's being created. One product created out of one product. You can see that 100 products have been created, and you can see those products are being now listed here within this particular section here. The complete listing is being displayed here, as you can see. So all of the products have been imported, and here you can see the product ID, the product image, the Shopify product ID, the Shopify product name, and the type as well, as you can see on the right hand sides there. So that's how you can import and create the products from the Shopify into your WooCommerce store very easily. Then to the import order section, here you can import all of the orders that have been placed within the Shopify store, and you can import those orders from the Shopify into your WooCommerce store as well. To import the orders, you will have to tap here on the import order button, and after the importing of the orders, you will have to tap here on the create imported orders to create those imported orders within your WooCommerce store. And after the orders have been created, you will find the store order ID, order status, order creation date, and the Shopify order ID date. To import the orders, you'll have to tap here on the import order button. Right now there is some issues with the particular account that we have at the Shopify, so I will not be able to import the orders correctly because we have some restriction on the account that we have, and that's why we are not able to create the what we say as the orders, or we are not able to place the orders in real time at the Shopify store. So let's see what happens here. For example, right now it's showing that one order is imported out of one. Let's see, and let's hope if it works right now with the limited functionality that we have at the Shopify store there. So the orders have been imported. Now we can tap here on the create imported orders to create the particular orders within our store. So you can see one order not created due to product unavailability, so please import product. So we'll have to do that first. Nevertheless, that's basically the particular procedure for importing the orders and then creating the orders within the store itself. Right now, let's come to the export product tab. Here you'll find the complete list of products that are there within the WooCommerce store, and if you want to export these products to your Shopify store account, then what you need to do is you need to select those particular products, and then from the bulk actions you need to tap here on the export and tap on the apply button thereafter, and then the products would be exported from the WooCommerce store into your Shopify store. This will also take some time there for the processing there. You can see that the 2 products have been exported out of 2 products. So this will take some time there, and total of 3 products have been exported. The 3 products that we had selected have been exported to the Shopify store there from the WooCommerce store. So that's how easily it's easy for the admin to export the products from the WooCommerce store into their Shopify account there. And lastly, we have the export order here, and from here you'll find the complete listing of orders that have been placed within the WooCommerce store. But kindly note that only those orders would be visible here for the products. Those products should be available both at the WooCommerce end as well as at the Shopify store end. Only then, if the particular product order is being placed at the WooCommerce end, then that particular order would be visible here for export to the Shopify account there. So to export the order to the Shopify, what you need to do is you just need to tap here on the export button that you have. Else, if you want to do it in bulk, you can select the orders, and from the bulk action you can choose export and then tap on the apply button. So these are the account details, general configuration, map categories, import product, import order, export product, export order sections that we get after we have added the particular Shopify account within the WooCommerce Shopify account connect section there. Here under the manage account section. Now let's come to the price rules. So these price rules basically can be created for the Shopify products, for the imported or exported products of the Shopify. So here what you can do is you can give the product price range from and to values, the operation type, whether percentage or fixed, the operation whether you want to increase the price or decrease the price as per the requirement, and accordingly you can set it in percentage or as in the fixed value, and you can set the status of each of the price rules as enable or disable as per the requirement there. From the bulk actions you can delete the particular price rules as well, and to add a price rule what you can do is you can tap here on the add price rule button. So here you have to give the product price from, product price to values, the operation type whether it would be fixed or in percentage. If it's in percentage, then here you have to enter the percentage. Otherwise, if it's fixed, then you have to enter the fixed price that would be there for the operation that you're going to, whether you are going to increase or decrease the price there. Then you have to choose the Shopify store for which this would be applicable to, and then you have to set the price rule status as enable or disable as per the requirement there, as per your own requirement. And then you have to tap here on the save button, and after you save the particular price rule, the price rule would be listed under the Shopify price rules section, as you can see here right now. So yes, that was much about the WooCommerce Shopify connector backend configuration settings, and I hope that this particular video helped you out in understanding the same. If you still have any questions, queries, suggestions or requirements regarding the same, then you can anytime get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you can raise a ticket at webcool.uvides.com as well. Apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video and have a great day ahead.